Hi guys, and welcome to yet another video. This time I decided to do a few Game of Thrones theories that I looked up on Reddit, which to be fair is a very dangerous thing for me to do. So I looked a bit on Reddit, a bit on YouTube to see some of the most popular theories out there, and these are the ones that I kind of looked at and went, might actually be some weight to that. Let's talk about it. So let's start off with potentially the most plausible theory, and that is that Aegon, young Griff, is not Aegon Targaryen. He is either a Blackfyre pretender or he is Illyrio's son. Now this might seem a little bit out there, but then again not at all. Illyrio and Varys are said to be friends, and of course Varys would want his friend's son to sit on the throne, even if not by the most legitimate of methods. So it would kind of make sense, and then Illyrio and Varys would be the power behind the crown once Aegon not reclaimed, he had no right to the throne. Once he comes to the throne, he would have very powerful men at his back. So potentially that is the most plausible, because Varys and Illyrio did grow up together. So it is likely that they would have concocted this whole thing to get Illyrio's son on the throne. Oh my gosh, I'm bleeding! I'm bleeding! Okay, so that's the first theory. Second theory, another one about parentage. It's kind of 2 and 3. Is that Aerys Targaryen had a lot of sex, really. And that it's not R plus L equals J, it's A plus L equals J. And the suggestion is that potentially Aerys raped Lyanna and Rhaegar took her away to try and protect her from his father. I see this as slightly more plausible than R plus L equals J, and it fits in perfectly to a later theory. And, well, because also A plus J equals T. So we go by this logic that, because it was well known that Aerys had a great lust for Joanna Lannister, so it's suggested that he raped her. So would it not make sense for Aerys to potentially rape Lyanna? And then that way Jon Snow and Tyrion Lannister are brothers. And then they share a sister in Daenerys. They are the 3 heads of the dragon. Another theory. 3 for the price of 1. Next theory. Next theory. Let me consult the phone where I have my theories on there. Because I'm prepared. Maggy the Frog. Let's go on to Maggy the Frog, because I think everyone's heard of the Maggy the Frog prophecies. It's featured in A Feast for Crows, I think, because Cersei seems to retract back into herself and into the past after the death of Joffrey. So the points of this prophecy that I'm going to go into are the younger and more beautiful queen that will cast Cersei down, and gold shall be their crowns and gold their shrouds. And once your tears have drowned you, the Valonqar will wrap his hands around your pale white throat and squeeze the life from you. Now, it is very ambiguous where this is all going. I don't think the younger and more beautiful queen is Daenerys. To me, her storyline is quite static. at the moment. She's going to deal with the Dothraki. I don't think she's going to be heading to Westeros anytime soon, which would lead me to think Cersei will already be dead by the time that Daenerys gets to Westeros. It feels way too imminent. So, what other queens do we have? We have Marjorie, but she just feels way, way, way too obvious. She is said to be very beautiful, but the fact that Cersei thinks it's her makes me think that George Martin is not going to go down that simpler route. I don't think it is going to be... I don't think it's going to be Marjorie. Unless we kind of go into the whole self-fulfilling prophecy thing, and Cersei's actions towards Marjorie are going to be the thing that brings her down. I don't know. So if it isn't either of them, who else can it be? In fact, there are two other women it could be. The first is Arianne Martell. Now, she isn't on the TV show, but she is, I think she's Doran Martell's eldest daughter. I think she is supposed to be Doran's heir, but he's placing more weight in Quentin for some reason. Sorry about that, folks. Back again. Yeah, Arianne is sent by Doran to kind of gauge whether Aegon is the son of Rhaegar Targaryen, because obviously it's his nephew. So it's Doran's nephew. So obviously he would have the full support of the Dornish, and the fact that he's supposed to be this baby that was killed and he's just swanning back up, he will get a lot of support. So if he ends up getting crowned, Arianne would be married to him and she would be his queen. So she might be this younger and more beautiful queen. But I think we're looking in the wrong direction. I think we should be looking towards the north. And I think this younger and more beautiful queen is Sansa Stark. Because Sansa is often referred to as being really very beautiful. And she has more reason than most to want Cersei and the Lannisters dead. Think about it. Makes sense, doesn't it? Sansa Stark. Who, if we are talking in Dornish terms, which we are not, Sansa would be... well, it kind of gets complicated if you think about Jon Snow, but if we ignore him because, you know, he's part of the Night's Watch, can hold no lands or titles, Sansa would be Robb's heir, meaning she should be Queen of the North. So, you know, with a bit of political ingenuity and a few battles, potentially Sansa could become Queen of the North, which would make her make her a younger and more beautiful queen. I think it's Sansa. Yeah. Anyway, second part of the prophecy. About the gold should be their crowns, gold should be their shrouds. So this would suggest... Now this kind of doesn't work for the TV show anymore. I said that really weird. The TV show, it does not work. Because gold should be their crowns would seem to suggest that all of Cersei's children are crowned before they die. Which, yeah, Joffrey, he was crowned, he died. Tommen, he's been crowned, so when he dies, he will die a king. Myrcella, now she is the awkward one. Now in the books, there is a plot to have her crowned, but in the TV show, Myrcella has been confirmed dead, so she was never crowned. I don't know how they're going to work around that, but it is still possible in the books that she might be crowned before she dies. I don't know. But then again, crowns could refer to their hair, which would there and then solidify the idea that Cersei's children are going to be Jaime's, because, you know, 2 gold-haired people, gold-haired baby. If she was having a baby, she's gonna have a baby with Targaryen. It would be silver-haired, and a Baratheon baby would be dark-haired. So it solidifies that, you know, twincest. So, I don't know. But it does solidify the fact that all of Cersei's children are going to die. We then move on to "And When Your Tears Have Drowned You," which the tears could be literal tears because, you know, she's pretty much lost everything. Her 3 children, who are the only people that she loves, apart from Jaime. Or it could be talking about the tears of Lys. Because if you remember back to Season 2, Episode 9, the Battle of Blackwater, when Cersei believes that they've lost the battle, she prepares to get poison for herself and Tommen. So it could be possible that she might try and poison herself. We won't know until Winds of Winter. But it's difficult. It is difficult to know. And then you have the bit about the Valonqar will wrap his hands around your pale white throat and choke the life from you. It could be Tyrion, within reason. I just think it would be way too obvious. Oh, I forgot. Valonqar in High Valyrian we know means little brother. But brother isn't gender specific. So it could be any younger sibling. And it doesn't have to necessarily be Cersei's. Tyrion would be way too obvious of a choice. But George R.R. Martin does like the idea of self-fulfilling prophecy. So everything that Cersei has done to Tyrion will lead to him becoming the Valonqar. But I don't know if they would go that route. Because it's just too obvious. And yet again, Tyrion is in Essos. I think Cersei's downfall is way too imminent for him to get back in time. Which then leads on to this will be the most ironic person, Jaime. I think Jaime could end up being the Valonqar. Because he is still her little brother. But you kind of won't, I'm not sure if you get the same perspective on it if you just watch the show. Because in the books, after Jaime returns, the dynamic between him and Cersei is no longer the same. They do not get on half as well as before. And Jaime starts getting a bit sexually attracted to Brienne. So I don't know. And also the fact that at the end of A Dance with Dragons, it seems he's being led off for an encounter with Lady Stoneheart. So I don't know if he's going to survive it, to be fair. He might. And might end up fighting for the Stark cause. But I highly doubt it. I don't think Lady Stoneheart's going to let him go. I just don't. So then who else are the little siblings? We could have Arya. Now Arya, yet again, it would be a bit difficult, considering the fact that she's not supposed to kill for personal reasons. And if she becomes a faceless man, they wouldn't send her to kill someone that she knows. Because she'd be getting personal satisfaction from it. But how epic would it be if she just turns up and just chokes, bitch slaps Cersei? It would just be so gratifying. It would be awesome. But I don't know if that would ever happen. I don't know. But there is one other little brother that we have overlooked. And that is Sandor Clegane. Now, for those of you that only watch the TV show, you might think, oh, he dead. He dead, isn't he? He dead. I am personally a believer in the Gravedigger theory, which states that Sandor Clegane survived and he is off on the Quiet Isles and he might have found religion, which would lead him feeling like he needs to fight for the faith. And who is representing Cersei in her trial by combat? Robert Strong, who, everybody together now, is the zombified mountain. How epic would it be to see Clegane Bowl and have Sandor Clegane finally get revenge and just shank his brother? And then he would be kind of directly responsible for Cersei's death. But the kind of issue with that is that it isn't him directly. He isn't wrapping his hands around her throat. I don't know, unless they hang her or something, which I don't think they did to medieval royalty, so I don't know if they'd go down that route. I don't know. I don't know. But those have been a few of the theories that I really like from the world of A Song of Ice and Fire. So let me know what you guys think down below. I might do a part 2 of this because I've still got like a load of theories about Daenerys and the House of the Undying, and I think my theory on the Pink Letter needs an episode all of its own. But let me know if you enjoyed this, guys, and see you next time. Bye!